The story begins with a young boy named Andrew, who is going to his father's house to meet him after completing his graduation. Andrew hadn't seen his father in years, which caused him a different level of curiosity. His father was busy most of the time with business, but despite this, he never let Andrew feel the lack of anything. As soon as Andrew arrives at his father's house, the first person he meets is Madeline, the housemaid. Madeline used to take care of Andrew in his childhood. She tells Andrew that his father has planned a big surprise for him, and he is waiting for her in the room upstairs. Andrew immediately goes to his father's room to meet him, but his father was not present there. Andrew thinks his father might be in the bathroom. As soon as he opens the door, he sees a girl of his age taking bath there. Here Andrew thinks he got this surprise a little too early. At the same time, Andrew's father returns from jogging outside. He is very happy to see his son, and after asking about his well-being, he introduces him to his new wife Angie. In this way, Angie is now actually Andrew's stepmother. The film clearly tells us what is going to happen next. That's not going to be normal at all. Andrew asks his father why he got married again and did not even tell him about it. On this, his father says that he wanted to surprise him. In the evening, Andrew's father Winston takes him to an auction where he buys a very expensive necklace for Angie. While walking through the auction, Angie asks Andrew about his girlfriend. Andrew says that he does not have a girlfriend. Seeing Andrew's loneliness, Angie introduces him to her friend Amy. After this, Angie starts talking to her husband Winston's lawyer Harry. Seeing his wife talking to Harry, Winston becomes jealous. He starts to fear that Angie might leave him and go with someone else. While returning home, Winston starts arguing with Angie in front of Andrew. Angie explains that it's not what he thinks. She was just talking to Harry. The next day, Angie is watering the plants in the garden. Then Andrew comes to him and tries to discuss what happened last night. But Angie says that all this happens in homes, and Andrew need not worry. Winston shows Andrew his favorite car and strictly instructs him not to touch it, because Winston doesn't like anyone touching his car. He wanted to spend time with his son, but due to work he is unable to find time for Andrew. On the other hand, Angie and Andrew start getting bored alone at home and plan to go out somewhere. Angie takes Winston's favorite car out of the garage, the one Winston had forbidden Andrew from touching. Andrew gets scared and refuses to drive the car, but still both of them go out in the same car. They reach a bar, but the bar is closed that day. Because the bar owner was a good friend of Angie's, he knew about the key kept outside. Both of them open the bar and go inside, have drinks and laugh and joke. Gradually both of them come very close to each other. This closeness later crosses a limit which neither of them should have crossed. When both of them return home, Winston is already present there. At night, Winston scolds Angie for taking his car, and Andrew is listening to all this from his room. The next morning during breakfast, Andrew notices bruises on Angie's wrist. He thinks her father might have treated Angie badly because of the car, but Winston was behaving completely normally at that time, as if nothing had happened. That same day, Winston gives the maid Madeline a week's vacation for her birthday, along with spa tickets. After breakfast, both father and son start playing basketball. As Andrew leaps to score, Winston punches him hard in the stomach and warns him not to touch his car in future. Winston's behavior leaves Andrew completely confused. At night, Andrew tells Angie about his father's behavior, and he says that this is why his mother decided to separate from them. Angie is feeling uneasy about what happened at the bar that day, and she says that both of them should forget that thing, but Andrew wants to take this relationship forward. Sometime later, Winston comes to Andrew's room looking for Angie, but Angie hides in the bathroom in time. Winston later apologizes to Andrew for the morning incident and leaves. Andrew suspects that his father might be standing outside the door. He opens the door and looks outside, but there is no one outside. Now seeing the path clear, Angie quietly leaves the room. After Angie leaves, Andrew breathes a sigh of relief, as his secret was almost revealed. After this, whenever Andrew and Angie were alone at home, their relationship would deepen. One day Angie tells Andrew about her childhood. She tells that her father used to treat her badly. He was fond of hunting crocodiles and often visited the lakeside. One day Angie mixed sleeping pills in his water. After taking the medicine, he fell asleep on the boat itself. During that time he lost his balance and a crocodile pulled him into the lake. The police searched a lot, but his body was never found. That same night, Amy comes to Andrew's house for dinner. This is the same Amy whom Angie had introduced Andrew to during the auction. Now Andrew and Amy are dating each other, seeing which Angie starts feeling jealous inside. Now it is not a triangle here. It has become a complete danger polygon. Amy is studying journalism while Andrew wants to become an architect, but Andrew's father humiliates him and says that he will not be able to achieve anything by becoming an architect. He advises Andrew to take charge of his business. Andrew becomes very angry with his father because of this insult in front of Amy, but he manages to control himself somehow. After some time, Winston and Angie both go out, and Andrew and Amy are left alone in the house. The next day, Angie asks Andrew about the previous night. He tells that nothing happened between them. They just watched a movie and then he dropped Amy at her home. Andrew says that now he is feeling suffocated here. His crazy father wants to control his life like a TV remote. Angie says what will happen to her if you leave from here. One day, Winston and Andrew go to the forest for hunting. There, Winston asks Andrew if he knows what Angie does at home after he leaves for work. Because whenever I call Angie, she never picks up. At that time, Andrew has a gun in his hand. If he wanted, he could have harmed his father at that very moment, but he doesn't have that much courage. Actually, Winston had become suspicious of Angie and he started feeling that Angie was cheating on him. For this reason, Andrew calls Angie to meet him. He tells her that his father has become suspicious of him, and sooner or later this thing will come out. Andrew says that he will leave the house that very night before the truth comes out. But now Angie has fallen in love with Andrew, and she doesn't want to let him go. She says, if you really want to end this relationship, so you don't call me to meet at such a deserted place. Andrew had no answer to this, and both of them once again get immersed in their relationship. By the time Andrew wakes up, Angie has already left. Andrew also sets out to return home. Andrew's soul trembles as soon as he reaches home. He sees his father's blood-soaked body in the kitchen. After this, detectives enter the story and start investigating this murder case. Detectives suspect Angie because she hasn't returned home yet. Then Angie returns home and is completely devastated after seeing the dead body. Detectives interrogate both of them. Angie tells that she had gone to Amy's house, whereas Andrew says that he had gone to watch a movie in the theater. After the interrogation, Angie and Andrew go to stay at the house of Winston's lawyer, Harry, for a few days, because investigation is still going on at his house. At night, Angie tells Andrew that Amy has found out about their relationship, and she has a videotape showing Andrew and Angie together. Angie tells that Amy is demanding a huge amount of money in exchange for deleting that video. Andrew says that no matter what, the video should not go out, because if he comes forward, both of them can get trapped in his father's murder case. The next day, a memorial service is held for Winston. Andrew wants to talk to Angie there, but Angie refuses. He angrily grabs her hand. All this is seen by the people present there, so Harry takes Andrew out with him. He tells her that Winston came to him 2 days ago. He suspected that Angie was having an affair. Andrew asks Harry if Angie killed his father. Harry says no. He says he confirmed Angie was at Amy's house that night, but it is also possible that someone else did all this. Upon returning home, Andrew tells Angie a sad story about his childhood. He says that somewhere deep down he also wanted his father to die, because he could never forgive his father for what he had done to him and his mother. Andrew also says that Winston treated Angie badly, but Angie refuses. She says Winston never harmed her. Andrew says he saw bruises on Angie's wrist, but Angie reiterates that the injury occurred during a workout at the gym. Angie then goes to Amy to make a deal for the videotape. Andrew also reaches there following him. As soon as she sees Andrew, Amy makes Angie sit in her car and leaves from there. After some time, Harry invites Andrew to his house. During the conversation, he asks Andrew about the ending of the movie that Andrew had said he wanted to watch. Andrew says he doesn't want to talk about it, but Harry explains that all theater shows were cancelled on the night of Winston's death. This is where Harry starts suspecting Andrew. Harry also tells Andrew that your father had transferred his entire property in your name, and Angie had no part in that. Andrew says he has no interest in property. He just wants to find his father's murderer. Then Harry shows Andrew a videotape in which Andrew and Angie are seen together. Now Andrew has no way left. He tells Harry the whole truth about his relationship with Angie. He tells that Amy was blackmailing him through the same video, but Harry says that if Amy wanted to blackmail him, then why would she send him this tape? This means that someone deliberately wants to trap Andrew. Andrew says that if the entire property is in his name, then what benefit will anyone get by trapping him? Harry explains that if you go to jail, Angie, as your father's wife, will inherit the entire estate. This could mean that Angie is trying to trap you with someone else. Before leaving, Harry advises Andrew not to say anything about this to Angie. Harry says that he will soon reveal the truth. That same night, Angie arranges money for Amy. She prepares to leave the house. He doesn't know that Amy has already sent the videotape to Harry. Meanwhile, Andrew hears some noises coming from the garage. When he goes to investigate, he finds a suicide note there. In that note, he takes responsibility for the murder of Andrew's father. Now Andrew feels that someone wants to kill him too. Then he hears someone coming and he hides. He sees Angie standing there. Angie thinks a thief has broken into the garage, and she rushes forward with a gun. Then Andrew comes forward and says that now he understands everything. Andrew accuses Angie of murdering Winston, and now she wants to trap him and grab all his property. But Angie refuses. She says that she thought a thief had come, and in that fear he fired the shot. After this, Andrew goes to Harry's house and tells him the whole story. Both of them go to the police and give all the information, but the police arrest Andrew only because Angie has disappeared. After some time, CCTV footage from the airport shows that Angie has boarded a plane to London. After this, Amy comes to confess the truth to the police. She tells the police that she and Angie were having an affair. She tells that Angie had introduced her to Andrew, and that's not all. Angie had asked him to make the video so that later Andrew could be blackmailed for money through the same video. Amy further tells that one night Angie came to her house. There was blood on his hands. Angie had told him that she had killed Winston, and now she will kill Andrew too. After this, she will make it appear as if Andrew took his own life for the crime of murdering his father. Then both of them will go somewhere far away and start a new life. But Amy was starting to feel scared. She thought that if Angie could kill both Andrew and Winston, what guarantee was there that she would leave him alive? Due to this fear, Amy told the whole truth to the police. After this statement from Amy, Andrew is released. Harry then tells Andrew that Winston had been poisoned earlier, and after death his body was attacked with some weapon, so that the police think that this work has been done by some powerful person. Now the police start searching for Angie, while Andrew remains immersed in the memories of his father. Meanwhile, while burning some old photographs, Andrew finds the weapon with which his father was attacked. Then suddenly Amy comes from behind and points a gun at Andrew, but the very next moment both of them kiss each other. The story then returns to the night of Winston's death. It is shown here that in reality Andrew had murdered his father along with Amy. The CCTV footage of the airport that the police received did not show Angie, but Amy, who had disguised herself as Angie. The most shocking thing was that Angie was not even mentioned. In fact, it was Andrew who had beaten Angie and rendered her unconscious, and the responsibility of eliminating him was given to Amy. But Amy couldn't muster the courage to completely harm Angie. She pushed Angie down the hill. When Andrew learns that Angie was not killed, he becomes very angry at Amy. Together they go to find Angie's body under the mountain, but they do not find Angie's body there. All they get is Angie's necklace. Seeing the necklace, Amy becomes convinced that Angie must have drowned somewhere in the depths of the lake. Andrew also accepts this. Both of them make plans to meet next week and return to their homes separately. After reaching home, Andrew calls the police and informs them about finding the murder weapon. Then suddenly the lights in his house go off. Angie suddenly appears in the darkness. There are many injury marks on her body. Andrew is completely terrified when he sees Angie. Before he can understand anything, Angie shoots him. Angie says she considered Andrew her everything, still he cheated on her. Andrew replies that Angie did not love him. She was just fulfilling her desires which Winston was unable to fulfill. He says that everyone in this house needed something or the other. His father wanted a beautiful wife like Angie, a young partner like Andrew for Angie, and the entire estate for Andrew. Angie says that he would have got the property anyway. So why did you use me? Andrew says that it was necessary to make someone a partner in this crime, so he chose Angie. Saying this, Andrew tries to run away from there. Angie follows him, and while running, Andrew reaches the same mountain edge from where Amy had pushed Angie. But before Angie can take revenge, the police arrive. Angie falls down the mountain and dies after being shot by the police. With this, Angie's truth is buried forever in the depths of the lake. Now Andrew's path was completely clear. He becomes the sole owner of his father's entire property. The next day, he goes out for a drive with Amy in his father's favorite car. And this is where the story of this movie ends on this scene. Friends, this movie shows when relationships cross the line of trust and morality, they don't create love, they create destruction. Greed and desire can turn even family into enemies. This is the story of Wicked Minds, a film released in 2003. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment on which scene resonated with you the most, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving similar explainer videos. Thank you, see you next time with another interesting film story. Till then, bye bye and take care.